She come out got the perfume smell.
Why you go smell people?
No, I never.
你很恶心哎，
你很恶心哎，真的。For the last few episodes, we have been bringing a lot of guests into our show.
Correct.
But there's this one guest 特别突出 A lot of people like.
Every episode also here. Wait.
There's another guest that a lot of people like. I have to say first, you don't like one.
哦，是那个见女人的。
哇，哎，叫我们这样见你们也都过分。
OK，不要紧，你跟过来。
哇，
又来又来
又
又
见女人。
又是你，你会嫌咩？我都嫌了嘞。
So because Xiao Qian, we brought her back again because it seems like among all our guests, her one is glowing reviews. All the comments say very good things about her.
都今天你要带我们去哪里
Today's episode we are going to ZI CHAR Place, and the first place that we are going is my recommendation.
OK，我们废话少说，我们去吃饭。
For the first location, we are at XLX Modern Tze Char, Singlong Sing Hai Xian, and the first dish that we are having is the XLX Seafood White Bee Hoon.
So the last time you were here, right, you introduced us a very amazing dish. What makes you think, right, this place will beat that?
Okay, honestly, when producer asked me for ZI CHAR Place, the only thing that I can think of is XLX. The reason is because my family and I, we always go to this ZI CHAR, and the thing that I really highly recommend will be the seafood bee hoon. It's very watery, it's unlike those usual white bee hoon that you will have. And you can see from the color also. I think they use like egg yolk or what, I don't know, it's very milky.
Wow. Yeah, it's very creamy and milky.
有那个 wok hei.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, yes.
Although it's a wet dish, right, they managed to trap the whole wok hei into the stock and the bee hoon. I would say thick and creamy broth. It has a very deep seafood flavor.
Price point, right, I think it's damn worth it because it's only $7.50. They got lala, they got prawn, all that. I think it's very heavy on the seafood taste. The sauce, right, is infused with all the prawn, the lala, all the zap that comes together. It's definitely not a light dish.
I have to say, right, we have to try the stone pot wine lala. 不过 rolling 的时候，我这偷喝一点。
You're the only one that haven't tried.
Yeah, you are the only one.
We already told her already just now. No, the reason is because it's very hard to resist.
So when it hit the table, right, there's this fragrance of 花雕酒
Yes.
lingering in the air.
The aroma of the 花雕酒 so strong, right? It covers her perfume smell.
Wow.
She come out got the perfume smell.
Why you go
but-
smell people?
No, I
你
never.
很恶心哎，
你很恶心哎，真的。
It's an open air some more.
Right.
And it fills the whole place with the smell.
Yeah.
And the first time I tasted it, right, it fills my whole mouth, right, with that alcoholic, but it's not the gelato kind of taste.
Yeah, the first time I tried this, the first taste that came to my mouth right was salty.
Yeah.
But after that, like the 花雕酒 really just kicked in. Then after that, it's not gelato anymore.
It's actually quite different from the very first dish. This is a little bit on the lighter side. It's not creamy. 清甜 very 顺口. It feels like a little bit herbalicious. What are the ingredients inside? There's lala, there's what? 黑木耳.
Got
Ginseng
goat
ah.
also.
This one, I think, again, steal the show is the broth.
To me, the ingredient is ipan lor. Nothing special about it. I'm not saying it's not good, but it's chewy.
Yeah.
There's still the sing way of the clam,
right.
but it's not very special to me.
No, actually, you try the 黑木耳. You can taste that it's actually
Good quality
Yeah.
黑木耳. This one got a good, nice chew and bite to it.
Black fungus, right, actually soak up the
The flavor of the
Right.
broth.
That's what I meant, yes.
So moving on to the next dish, we have the signature trigger fish. Although it looks like spicy, but it's not spicy. You would think like it tastes like pork or chicken or something like that because it looks like that type of dish. But when you eat, it's very tender and easy to bite because it's fish. This one is one of your favorite lah, I guess.
This is one of my favorite also.
Okay.
They kind of marinate it with 香粉 because it's yellow.
I like how it has the garlic fragrance
Right.
with it. But I'm biased because I don't like my fish fried. 我觉得鱼要有鱼腥味。
Huh?
鱼腥味
Okay lah, that's why we are
鱼
different.
鲜味
What I'm trying to say is that this don't taste like fish to me. Honestly, if you don't tell me this is fish, I won't know what meat it is. But it's definitely very crispy.
I think this one is a nice like finger food or beer, even like beer snack food. For the last dish, we are having the lemongrass pork rib. This is their signature apparently. This is another puzzling thing because they say lemongrass
Yeah.
pork rib, but I don't taste the lemongrass. It's nice, don't get us wrong. It's just not very lemongrassy. Right? Yeah.
Don't have Thailand taste. Thailand like to use lemongrass.
This is a sweet sauce pork rib. The meat is cooked very well. It's coated with this sweet sauce. I won't taste the lemongrass to be very honest.
No, it tastes more like black pepper to me.
A lighter version of black pepper,
Yeah.
not so gao lah.
I feel like the quality of meat they use is definitely not the cheap ones. Because the one that I ate, right, was not the tough kind
Alright.
one. There's a lot of fats in it, so it's very tender.
Okay, so the two best dish that we have today are I like the bee hoon and I like the stone pot wine lala.
I feel like the one that I like the most is the lala soup. The soup for me, right, it's mind-blowing to the point where like I feel like I haven't had this dish before.
I will agree lah. This is their cream lah, the cream PR steam resistance already.
Back then, my two favorite were the trigger fish
Right.
and the seafood white bee hoon.
But you never ordered
I
this,
never,
right?
I really never tried stone pot wine lala before.
Right. Next time you go, you will order this already lah.
Yeah, I will ask my parents to try this also.
I'm eating the seafood bee hoon. I actually tried like other bee hoon before, but it's not so watery. But I like the watery one.
I like the clay pot lala.
lah, cause it's very herbalicious and really got the kick of the 花雕酒.
The hot stone lala soup. I think you all must really come down and try this. Something very special.
We're currently at Enjoy Eating House at Stevens Road. Okay, they got two branches. One is very near our office. This has been featured in Food King twice.
Oh.
And both times they get 3 stars. So I've been here many times, and one of their signature is of course the signature mee kia lah.
I really want to try the mee kia. Right?
Actually, on the first look, right, I want to try everything already.
Yeah.
Because the way they plate all their food, right, is like as if I at some high-end restaurant.
不要听了，我要吃了，我要吃了。
OK， 哇，就是 excited 这个女孩子。
So 这个是 I think is their version 2.0.
我一吃那个 truffle 哦，那 truffle 跟我讲 hello。Hello
啊，跟你讲 hello。
He's here to stay. The noodles, right, is the springy kind of QQ one. And right, this might sound like a bad thing, but it's not. It's very oily, but it's not the gelatin kind.
It's the slurpy kind.
我吃了 right, my mouth is full of the oil. Wow, I don't want to wipe the oil. I don't want.
At night you hungry just
Yes.
So the pork is Canadian pork. What you're having is the pork cheek or the pork jowl?
What I'm having is God sent.
Oh, God send.
Because usually when you eat wanton meeting, they pair it with char siu. Very rarely you see this kind of fatty meat. Oh, but this one is soak up the truffle. Oh, I'm really speechless.
Right. Basically, I Enjoy Eating House. They take like local dishes that we are very familiar with, and then they go upscale it. So this may look like a very ordinary mee kia, but you see they use like Canadian pork, they use truffle oil and all that.
The first impression I had was it felt like I was eating truffle pasta.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but it's mee kia. It's not
mee kia.
Local taste.
It's not spaghetti. You know, it's mee kia. Truly enough, the truffle really is the hello, that kind of. Okay, for people who don't like truffle, then they might not like this lah, you know. But people who enjoy truffle, you will like this. And the good thing is not jelat.
If you don't like truffle, I don't like you.
Okay, for the next dish we are having the filet pai tea. Why is it called the filet pai tea? Anyone knows?
Kueh pai tea what?
Yeah.
Then they just want to make a pun lah.
Kueh pai tea is a traditional Peranakan snack.
Last time you used to taste Peranakan
Oh, yeah,
snack,
yeah,
right?
tasting
Like you
all.
like the Peranakan style a lot, man.
Yeah. I like it so much until I marry one.
I think something really special for this kueh pai tea is that they let you make your own, and then there's other condiments like the eggs, then the sweet sauce and the chili, so you can just adjust according to your taste.
Right.
Yeah, the way like why the chef did it this way is also because to keep the pie.
If you put too long, then it will start to soggy.
Yeah, it will become soggy. So I think this is actually a very good idea.
Yeah. Well, I have to highlight and bring your attention to the chili. It's those very fragrant garlicky type one, but it's not spicy.
The chili reminds me of when I eat like Hainan Jifan.
Okay.
That kind of sweet and tangy chili sauce.
Yeah.
It's more sweet than spicy.
Right.
I would prefer if it's a bit spicier, so I can have the kick.
Okay, but this is just an appetizer lah. I will have to be honest. Kueh pai tea is never somebody's favorite food lah. I don't think anybody will just out of nowhere say, "Wow, kueh pai tea." It's a bit weird lah. Okay, moving on to the next dish, we have the deep fried barramundi coated with rich red coconut-based curry sauce. That's a mouthful. What the chef just told me is that this fish is sourced from the farm near Pulau Ubin. I guess it will be fresher in a sense.
Just now previously I said I don't like fried fish, correct?
Right.
But I like how it's perfectly proportioned.
Right.
Because I still taste the fish, I still taste the batter,
Right.
and the curry doesn't over cover the taste of the fish.
I feel that it's a bit wasted for a fresh barramundi to be deep fried.
fried lah.
Yeah, I feel that that's very wasted. But because it's crispy,
Right.
it goes really well with the red curry.
The first few dishes that we had, right, is something zengap. This is something that I wouldn't say mind-blowing compared
Right.
to the mee kia that I just had. So the next dish we're having is the King Kong bak pao.
Okay.
So what's special about this, right, is they use kuro buta pork.
Wow.
And it's house smoked.
Oh.
Not only do they have kuro buta pork, they also have the braised pulled pork.
Pu pork.
They also have the different condiments they can use to mix with the Kong Ba Pao.
I like it. I don't know why it has a very nostalgic flavor to me.
I think the pulled pork for me is a bit dry, but when I mix
the
it
pork.
with the homemade slaw, right, it's good.
To me, this is the definition of Kong Ba Pao done right. Because I mixed with all the condiments.
Right.
With the kuro buta pork,
Right.
all the flavor hit me all at once. There's the sweet tangy chili.
Yeah.
Then there's the freshness of the vegetable. And then the sourness of the mustard. And with the savory pork. 哇，你就是 King Kong Ba Pao.
可能你要做这个 after you eat. King Kong bak pao.
King Kong Ba Pao.
For the last dish, we are having roast spring chicken.
I kept this the last.
Why?
To me, chicken is chicken.
Yeah.
How good or what can it be, right? I want him to impress me with this dish because I look at the sauce. It's a sesame roast sauce.
Wow, the sauce cao lah. It doesn't look like what I thought it would taste like.
It looks very rosy. Once I dip into the sauce, right, bam, sesame.
Wow.
Cannot really taste the roast until towards
just
the
a
end.
touch of it,
Yeah,
like,
really a touch of it. But the chicken, if you eat it together with the skin, you really can taste the floral scent.
Interesting. The chicken we having, right? This is in its raw form.
This is Barbie,
Yeah,
Barbie chicken.
Barbie fight version.
我小时候我有爆出来我妈的时候，整个不
你爆出来的时候是这样的样子。
是这样的吗？不是。
很恶心耶，
你真的很恶心
反胃耶。
The final product looks quite ordinary, to be very honest.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect that the original is actually like that.
It's a brand in Flora
Right,
Spa，
right.
所以它来冲凉冲到松松了，它才
它
出来。
送在那个 Sakura Spa 里面。
This dish, right, a little bit of a miss for me. To be very honest, to me, it's just good roast chicken. I feel the roast bar for that 有点 extra. I think so lah. I think so lah.
有颜色吗？粉
Yeah,
色
有颜色啦，
嘞
可能颜色啦。But what we ate today is not one of my favorite lah. That's for sure lah. So among all the things that we eat, what are your favorites?
My favorite is Chef's Mikia version 2.
Okay.
I have to agree with her lah. It's the Mikia lah. The Mikia is something that they took it to the next level.
Right, right.
But a runner up is definitely the King Kong Ba Bao. The way they match the three condiments, right? It's a perfect combination.
Yeah. I would say my favorite is the King Kong Bao and it surpassed my previous favorite. I feel like the whole taste is just very clean. And it's coming from somebody that hates to eat Kong Bao. If you are coming down to enjoy eating house, please try the King Kong Bao and the Mikia.
As much as we enjoy eating here, we also want you to enjoy coming to this place.
Okay.
So we have a promo code for you.
Okay.
Code ENJOY GET FAT for 10% off your total bill until 31st of October.
Don't hear it from us, hear it from the crew also. We will let the crew try, so we will transit to that. Transition?
What the heck? They weren't lying when they say the truffle really says hi. He say hello, never mind. It didn't even say bye bye when you swallow it. It still lingers in your mouth. And it's like, it gives you very umami flavor.
Chicken, roast chicken, soaked in the roast bar, tender, 滑滑嫩嫩。
For the final place, we are at Kallang. It's owned by Ben Yo, and basically what they do here is 鱼头炉 and Tze Char. This is one of our favorite hangout, and this place is recommended to me by Samantha.
Yes.
First, right, you have to try, of course, the 鱼头炉.
Okay, so the both of them tried before.
Yeah,
I've
of
never
course.
because I have very high standards for fish.
I'm
shit.
scared.
I'm also a bit scared actually. I feel like we might hype it up for her.
Wait, it's good leh. It's good leh.
I got confidence all along. Yeah, I'm a bit scared.
I'm also a bit scared actually.
So one thing is right, the soup right changes the taste right as time go by. 它越熬越浓，越熬越
They will
浓。
separate the fish for you. If I'm not wrong, you can order the type of fish you want.
Yeah, you can choose like the red snapper, the garupa or what. Inside the soup, we got yam, we got tomato, we got ginger, we got 扁鱼.
Okay, first look right, usually for 鱼头炉, I will always look at the color of the broth first.
Right.
If the broth don't look good, sorry, I'm walking away.
Right,
But
right.
this one is like, I would say milky, but it's rather like, it's really very thick. You can tell from
Right,
the look of itself.
Let me put the fish for you.
Yes, yes.
Eh,
yes.
not sashimi meh? Just
啊
like
没有没有
sashimi.
没有啦，所以这样笨，你们这是 sashimi。
Cameraman 哦。Cameraman. I personally eat this place like I eat 20 over times a day, so you all try it.
Super fresh.
Super fresh.
super 爱的笑容
哇
都没你的甜。
哎，另外两个
好 finish already 啊。Finally, I got a proper fish.
可以知道你的鱼腥味。
对，我的鱼腥味终于来了。
鱼鲜味。So the next dish we are having is the 咸蛋烧汤.
I wasn't expecting this eh.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it's the creamy,
Oh, okay.
wet one.
I don't like 咸蛋, but if I want to eat 咸蛋, this is the only place I will eat.
It's very well marinated with the salted egg yolk. Every bite, you can feel the salted egg yolk. And it's not the jelak kind because there's the sotong inside. And the sotong is not dry at all.
And the batter still retains its crispiness despite all this.
The sauce is inside the batter.
Right.
That's why every bite you take, right, you can taste the salted egg.
You know, usually for fish head steamboat places, right?
Right.
Their 2 main is fish head steamboat and the rest of the side dishes, right?
nothing one.
It's really like
Yeah.
so. But this one I'm really very surprised.
Yeah.
And then we have 上汤焗龙虾半煎米粉.
The 米粉 very interesting. The 米粉 is outside of the dish.
I guess the 米粉, they make it 半煎米粉 is because so that you won't get sick of the
Yeah.
tenderness of the lobster lah.
Right. But
Yeah.
the lobster though, right?
I think have to eat the lobster itself.
As far as lobster go, I don't know what flavor is this, but it has to be one of the best tasting lobster I have ever
Really?
eaten. It's so chunky and satisfying. It's so tender, it's very meaty, a lot of flesh, and it goes well with the sauce.
A word of honesty, right, is I don't feel like the quality of the lobster is very fresh. The fact that it's so huge and chunky, and with the sauce, it saved the day.
You tell me it's not very fresh, it's just streaming out there.
I need to agree with Ben actually. Because the moment when I bite the lobster, right, it wasn't like the tenderness that I was expecting.
Right.
When Ryan was saying that it's very fresh.
Uh-huh.
To me, the broth is also okay, like so only.
We are left with the last dish.
This is their signature traditional ginger kampong chicken.
The chicken is definitely more silky and tender.
Right.
The way they make this ginger, right, it's the right amount of saltiness.
Kampong chicken is is very huge
Yeah.
upsized kampung chicken
I will add this to my usual orders already. This is actually quite good. The chicken is very tender. It's not dry at all. It's still very moist. And everything comes together right with the light and refreshing sauce and the very flavorful ginger paste. It all comes very well together.
I believe it's mixed with soya sauce, old tau yu, this kind.
Yeah.
So it's a really combination of the condiments that we used to like
Right.
in a chicken. But I think this will pair very well with white rice. So after all these big dishes, what are your favorites?
I would say I like, of course, the itolu, Sienta Soto and the chicken.
If I can only choose one that I think general audience should come and try, salted egg sotong. Maybe a lot of people might not like salted egg, but this one blew my mind the first time I ate it.
It's really the yu tou lu.
Okay, my ultimate favorite today, it will be the yu tou lu lah.
For myself, out of all the dishes, I think over 10 dishes that we ate today. I really gonna thank you for introducing me to the charcoal fish head steamboat. Tan yu tou lu.
Hey!
Before this, my mom was asking me, do you think that this is nice or not? I saw you on TikTok. Then I said, I'm not sure, but I have friends that tried it before. So when, on our way here, I was asking Ryan, hey, charcoal fish head steamboat really nice.
Hey!
He said, I don't say so much, you try yourself later. Yeah, so this is the best.
You
for me.
stop every time, you got your answer already.
I really like Chef Joel's Mikia, but a little bit pricey lah.
Yeah.
It's not something that I'll keep going back to.
Okay, if price is not a factor, that will be your ultimate favorite.
Yes.
Okay, now put everything in place, even the price. Oh!
Fish head steamboat.
Okay, so I guess our champion today is none other than Tan Xiang Yu Tou Lu. And with that, we hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to follow Xiao Qian social. Then remember to follow all our socials. Click here for more and click here to what? Cut to the bloopers.
Okay, let me try if it's really kampung.
How do you know if it's kampung?
它是哪一个港风来的？